morning. We are ready for our next lesson in writing strands. So you should have this page out in front of you. Also, you should have refreshed in your memory Genesis. It was all of chapter 3. It said 1 through 24, but that was all of chapter 3 in Genesis, which was the account of the fall. Anyway, so you should have answered those questions as best you could from yesterday. So let's look at these 3 questions on this page today and see what we can figure out. Okay, so the first question asks, what is the plot of this account? In other words, what are the events that happened in that account? So what you would do on this, and you just write in phrases or words, you don't have to write in complete sentences, just jot down, this happened first, this happened next, maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 details, in the plot, things that happened. No, not like real details, but the main ideas of things that happened. So, for instance, you might want to start out by saying something to the effect of, the serpent, or actually, you could actually start out by saying, well, yeah, the serpent was in the Garden of Eden, okay? And then your next thought or your next part in the plot might be the serpent lied to Eve. The next one might be Eve ate of the fruit and gave some to Adam. And you see what I'm saying? Just kind of, and you don't have to do it exactly like that, but you're just going to list. For instance, if you were trying to explain to someone who had never read this Bible account before, and they had not heard of it, they didn't know anything about it, how would you, and you only had like 20 or 30 seconds to tell them, how would you tell it to them? Well, of course, you would pick out the most, important things, and you would put those in. So that's what you're doing. And these do not have to be complete sentences. These are just your thoughts written down about the plot. Okay? Now, on part 2, it says, does the story account have a recognizable beginning, middle, and an end? I mean, when you read chapter 3 of Genesis, can you tell that that's the beginning, this is what happened in the middle, and this is what happened in the end? This is how do you know? Just answer that there's no right or wrong answer on this. Just let me see what you think about it. And then it says, how does the plot connect with the story's theme? Okay, well, remember the theme is the message of the story. So the message of the story is man's fall into sin, right? So how does the plot, those sequence of events, how does that connect to the story's theme? If you're not sure what the story's theme is, think about the story's message. Well, we've already talked about that. Does the plot connect to the message in some way? Well, of course, the plot tells how sin, the fall of man and sin, came to man, or came to be, I guess would be. So anyway, you're just going to write down some of your thoughts on those things. This is not a graded page or anything like that, but it's just kind of to get you thinking and to get you writing, okay? Like I said, nothing needs to be complete sentences on these, just jots and notes, and that's it, okay? Okay, that will be all for today.